Hey, we are all in this together. Hope you guys are doing okay in these tumultuous times. On the screen, it says we're all struggling. It's not just you. Take a look.
So, are we just all going to pretend that we're fine? Because the more people that I talk to, the more young couples in their 20s and 30s, or even singles, everyone seems to be having a hard time making ends meet right now. And I'm just really wondering why this doesn't feel like 2008. I remember 2008 as a 9-year-old because everybody was talking about how everything was so expensive and everybody was broke and there were no jobs. I remember that as a child. And now as an adult, I'm like, wait, am I the only one struggling? It has just occurred to me in the last month that I am not the only one. My husband and I have 3 degrees between the two of us, and we have 3 to 5 years of experience in our field, still cannot get a job that makes life comfortable. So I'm just saying, I don't know how to fix it. That's above my pay grade. I don't know. Hopefully smarter people than me are working on that. But I just kind of want us to know that, it's not us. I think our parents told us to save money, save money, save money. And you need to save, you're being irresponsible, or you need to, make sure you're financially stable, or you're being irresponsible. Okay, well, what happens when I pay for all my basic needs and have nothing to save?
Wow. Yep. If you can't find a job that's paying a decent, livable wage, saving is out. Save money. From what I can see, they're finding it challenging to find a decent place to live that's affordable. Kind of finding it a little challenging to eat. Save money. What's next? Invest money? Well, it's kind of hard to invest if you don't know how. You don't want to lose your money. Nothing is guaranteed. I've invested, man, Trump administration making it rain. Oh my gosh, like a cash register falling from the clouds. We're in a different economy. This is something I can't even relate to. So let's see. She and her husband, they have 2 degrees between them and experience. What are they supposed to do? When you hear about all this, oh, there are jobs out there. What kind of jobs? The jobs are not paying a livable wage. You can't tell someone, oh, you can make a living. Oh, yeah, there are jobs out there. If they don't pay a livable wage, what's the use in going? Well, you have your degree. Well, listen, here's a job to go and deliver pizza. Really now? Well, you won't be able to survive. You may be sitting in the dock at home. Oh, you might not be able to pay for your rent or your mortgage, but hey, you got a job. Now, I am not downing anyone who delivers pizza. I love pizza, but I'm trying to diet, so it's not for me. Okay. But you think about people, oh, there are jobs out there. What kind of jobs? Oh, and then don't forget, I hope you don't have student loans, as most do, just to compound the pain. Just to compound the pain. There are so many people with an education right now unemployed. I've always said before, and I don't mean to be cruel. People may take it that way, and I know it's more emotional, but sometimes you have to be practical and you have to learn when to move. If you get a severance package, I know someone that got close to $170,000. When you see that you have spent out of $170,000, me personally, when you see that you have spent out of the 170, when you see 60 is gone and you're not getting any job offers and this person's check to check and you're still paying out that money and paying out that money, at some point I say it's time to stop paying. Yeah, time to stop paying that house note. You may have to try to find some kind of condo cash. And it may not be in a desirable neighborhood. It may not be in a desirable neighborhood. For homegirl, the porch may have to go. But what do I mean? Because I can tell you what's already happening. Oh, we're going to go ahead and something better is going to come along. And then before you know it, that 170 that you got, you down to about $25,000 because you just knew with your degree that you were going to find something. This is a different economy. And been paying out the same bills. I don't understand, and shopping. So what's going to happen next is, unless a miracle occurs, why sit up there and spend all this money waiting for a miracle to happen? I don't understand this. And then when it's time to go, you don't have money to move. 20,000 probably won't even move all that stuff out of that house. Now or two. So we have to be practical in our thinking. This is a totally nightmarish economy that we're in right now. That's how I feel, in my opinion. Know when to make some moves. Give yourself a cutoff date. If I don't have anything by then, look at your finances. People, I beg of you, for those that may apply, don't try to get your stuff unless it's too late. But if you're in a situation, don't try to get yourself stuck out there with no cash. No one has any money to lend you. And at this time, people don't want to because you're not going to get it back. But I see this person and it's like, wow, when does a light bulb come on? When they come to foreclose, that's it. And it may take a while. So people have gotten a degree, they've worked hard. The lifestyle that you deserve and you thought you would get, it's not here. Working hard only to starve you out, not just financially, but also your dream. The dream is a nightmare. The dream is not a reality, hence it's a dream. But we're approaching it's already dangerous waters here. It's not sustainable unless you're just going to have the community and have society just, deteriorate. It's not sustainable. I've heard of even elderly people getting roommates. You want to be, that's like when you were in college, or young studying out, who wants a roommate? It's about survival. This is where we are. Many Americans need a stimulus package, and I don't mean some lousy $1,400. Wouldn't hold your breath on it. Because the ones at the top, they're not concerned. They are not addressing it. Not addressing it. And it reminds me of what I saw in Squawk Box last year. The guy was like, oh, yeah. And the next round of layoffs are going to be the white-collar jobs. Yeah. And then what's going to happen, once they go through that severance package that they're getting, they're going to be a whole lot of houses on the market. You think? Going to be a whole lot of houses on the market. Why? Because the jobs are not going to be there. This isn't a temporary thing. Everyone who got laid off in their field of expertise, guess what? They're not going to get hired back on. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Moving the seat. But yeah. And that was last year. And I see what's going on now, and it's frightening. We already have a homeless situation. But when you have the middle class living in cars, if you think you have a positive future, that we have a positive future as a country, think again. Oh my, when you have housing and food scarcities, those are major issues. This is crazy. We have a serious problem. That is a major problem. That should be on the top list for them to address, but I just don't see it, so it speaks volumes. I feel the Americans are left to fend for themselves. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we're all in the struggle together. We're all paying the high prices. It's like going to the grocery store. Once I walk out, I would love to call 911 and say, hey, hi, ma'am, how can we help you? I've been robbed. And I'm out. Just joking. I would never call 911. But that's how I feel. It's time to call 911. Why? Because I feel I've been robbed and I'm out. Thanks, you guys. Take care.